Hello, welcome. Hello, everyone. It is Neil Hambly, and we're back with Data+Train. I've been away for a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd better get back onto the YouTube, say hello, and let you know about a few things that we've actually got coming up for all of our kind of students and for those who are watching our live streams and also the YouTube. Yep, no, I kind of said that. And also the live streams and also the videos that we're going to have. I lost my train of thought there for a second. So let's get started with what we're going to tell you today. So there's a big conference next week. Let's kick off with that one. That's the PASS Summit. So if you're not familiar with that, I'm going to go show you what we have in there. So let me go to my screen and bring that over. And also just put myself in the bottom of that corner. So big conference next week. It's the PASS Summit. November the 10th to the 13th. Normally, of course, this would be in person, and usually it would be in Seattle. This year it was due to be, I think, in Toronto. They moved it around this year, but unfortunately, it's just going to be virtual this year. So, kind of everything from travel plans, of course, have kind of gone completely askew. So all the conferences have gone online. Everyone's kind of rallied around to get themselves ready for their sessions. A lot of the sessions are going to be recorded and then kind of played, and then there'll be live Q&A with the speaker. How do I know this? I'm going to be one of the presenters at this year's conference. Normally I kind of enjoy kind of being there in person and hanging out with all the people, answering questions, networking, doing all the kind of great stuff over that week. But I'm going to be sat in my chair right here and I'm going to be delivering that session. So I've got a final bit of recording to do to upload. My session will be next Friday, so not this Friday, but the following Friday, so the 13th. And here's the session I'm doing. It's actually a half day, which is like just a double session. Mine's about designing Azure data science and AI projects. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit. Oh, didn't do the zoom I wanted to do. Let me kind of zoom there. There we go. So if I scroll over, you'll see that there's a half day track, room 6, and starts at 8 a.m., goes to 10:30. So we've got a little break in between, I think 15 minutes. But as they change the tracks between the different main sessions, we're just going to take a break and come back. So I've got basically 2 back-to-back sessions. Really looking forward to this one. This is kind of the stuff I teach. So it's good to kind of do a project-based delivery around what the workshop's about, how to design these projects, how to kind of get the best kind of, systems in place, how you approach the project, what assets you need. So really looking forward to doing that one. When we finish this conference, I will come back early next year and kind of take you through the mechanics of what we did in this conference. So that was the first thing. That was the conference. There is another conference as well that's going to be in December called DPS or Data Platform. It's going to be the 2020 edition. It's going to be online. I think the 3rd and 4th, 72 hours in total. So I think 3rd, 4th, and 5th of December. But it's going to be the DPS 2020. Let me just bring up the DPS 2020. Oops. Right, the white one on there. DPS 2020. So they've also opened up, I think, kind of the what is kind of their entrance hall, their kind of community zone, and talking about kind of how you will kind of be able to connect to all these different sessions, the 72 hours of information. So I'm really looking forward to being part of that. If you're not familiar with it, go and look at DPS 2020, Data Platform Summit 2020, and say it's in December. I will put some links in the description below. And that reminds me, if you're new to this channel, welcome and hi. Do subscribe, do click that notification bell, get notified when we've got some videos, live streams coming out. And we've got about 50 or so currently on the channel. We're, I think, currently something about 1,100 or so subscribers. So we've been around for 3 or 4 months now. We're getting our feet together. And we're going to have a ton of stuff in 2021 for you. So we're looking forward to planning that out, working with my team here and putting a lot of content together to actually go and deliver that right to your screens, mobile, desktop, whatever that might be that you kind of have the preferred viewing platform for. If you've got some suggestions, what you want to see, let me know. We cover basically all the Microsoft data certifications. I'm going to explain what those are and what offers we have as well for you. We'll talk about the kind of technologies as well, so kind of how to use the different tools out there, so some of the third-party tools as well. So it's about training, it's about using those technologies, it's about kind of using the tooling around the technology. So it's all about databases, data platform, data science, AI, all of those kind of great tools and technologies. So we're looking forward to doing more and more of those, and we're going to be growing this channel over there. It's called Data+Train. So data, of course, feeds into all of those systems, and train is for us to understand how best to use those systems and the training course. Let me show you what we recently, I think yesterday or the day before, I put together the list of courses that we're going to run publicly, that is, for the next 2 or 3 months. So kind of getting us just beyond Christmas into the beginning of February. So in November, next Monday, I have a Azure Data Fundamentals. That's a 1-day new exam from Microsoft around kind of getting you used to the technologies. If you want to see more details about that, you can go and click on the links and it will take you through all of the modules, what's in there. And you can also kind of buy that online. So you can kind of buy the access to that course. It's a Zoom or team meeting. I can't remember which one we're doing for this one. But if you come into the ticket, you'll see that there's 3 different tickets. Now we have our discounted tickets. That's usually 50% of the class will be a discounted half price ticket. So the first 50 kind of students that we kind of can accommodate in the class will get that decent price. So if we don't kind of meet the full quota, everyone's getting a good price. That's the really kind of thing that we want to do. We want to make sure that you get an awesome price. And if we compare these prices against the competitors and the ones that we actually even do training for ourselves, we deliver that training through them, they're going to be a lot more expensive. This 100 or £99 course for discounted will be probably over £500 for some of the mainstream providers, and we would go and do the deliveries for that. Standard would be a ticket that you can also pass off to one of your other team members. You can kind of change the person who's attending, and we allow you to change that up into kind of the just before the session starts, and then it has to be that one individual. So you can't like share the course. We have introduced something new for our students, because we know a lot of people kind of take maybe 1 or 2 certifications, but they might be kind of trying to do a lot more this year and next year. So we've added what we call the student card. Now essentially what we'll do is we'll give you the ability to attend up to 10 different courses throughout the course of 2020 and 2021. So about a 14-month period. And we will be doing at least 3 deliveries of every different course in that time frame. So we're going to have one every roughly kind of quarter or a little bit kind of 3 or 4 months delivery. So if you can't make one of the deliveries, you'll be able to make one of the other 2, hopefully. If you can't make any of those 3 deliveries, we can probably maybe see if we can kind of get you some materials across. But you'll be able to attend up to 10 of all the different classes. I'm going to show you the classes that we have available, but it's all the fundamental classes. So the DP 900 and the AI 900 is the data fundamentals and the AI fundamentals. We also have an AZ 900, the Azure fundamentals. We will be putting that out as well. It's got a different letter, kind of AZ in front of it, but we're going to include that. It's going to be one of the ones that we kind of have as a public course. So initially we were saying DA, DP and AI courses. What we're doing is actually it's up to 10 of any of the public courses that we're going to run. The DA 100 is the Microsoft Power BI role-based certification. And there's some new news coming out. We haven't got all the details yet, but what it was going to be for the role-based, you were going to have to do your certification and then every 2 years kind of recertify. They're changing the decision on that, and it's basically you'll be able to kind of take your exam, pass it, get your certification, and then every year you can kind of renew using some Microsoft Learn resources. I don't have the full details. It's going to come to the MCT kind of group soon. Once I know more, I will share that with you. But you'll be able to kind of recertify very easily with this Microsoft Learn self-preparation materials, hopefully down the road. That's going to be good. The DP200 and the DP201 is the Azure Data Engineering courses. So there's a 3-day for the implementing, and which is the 200, and the DP201 is the 2-day kind of designing of that, and the 2 exams together give you the certification for the data engineer. So that's the Azure Data Engineer Associate certification. We're going to show you some information about where you can go and find out all about these different courses. And of course, there's links in all of my kind of different course links here as well. We have the DP300, which I'm actually in the most of kind of doing some videos for at the moment. And this is for the Azure Data Administrator for relational databases in Azure. So kind of it's the administering relational databases in Microsoft Azure is the kind of course and the kind of the exam, and it's all about Microsoft Azure and the SQL family of courses or kind of products there. And the course is about designed to show you that. That again is a single certification, so you're about to get that certified as well. The AI courses, so we've got the AI 900, which is the fundamentals, but we've got the AI 100 as well, which is a kind of 3-day AI one, and there's some changes coming to that certification as well. So once I know more about the certification changes in that, but it's all about cognitive services, the pre-built kind of machine learning engine to do kind of vision and text analytics and speech and all those kind of AI capabilities to add to your kind of website or application. Great to kind of see that, and we've got some more of those coming as well. There's the DP 100, which is the data scientist certification. Again, a 3-day course, and it's one that's quite popular. I've actually got a delivery of that one next week or the week before or week after. So I kind of, and I just did one last week. So I got a couple of these certifications constantly going on, pretty much 2 or 3 of them at least every month. But we're going to squeeze in some of the kind of public deliveries so you can kind of attend, and they'd be really cost effective. So here we can see for the DP 900, we can see that certification cost. If I go back to the main list, I'm going to go just kind of show you what we have in the courses. Let me kind of just grab that up. Here we go. So, oh, one more. There we go. So here's the site. I'll put this link again in the description below, but it's basically all the courses that us Data+Train are going to be delivering. So on the November, I have the DP 900. Then we've got the 3-day DP 200, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the week of the 23rd November. And then the Thursday, Friday, we've got the 26th and 27th. Thursday, Friday, we've got the 201, so the designing. That's often how it goes. Implementing 3-day, designing 2-day. We have a 5-day week for that certification. In December, I've only got one, which I'm doing the AI 900 Azure Fundamentals. So I'm kind of starting them all off with the fundamental courses. And now what I will be doing is the full-on kind of 3-day version or 3-day plus 2-day, whatever it might be. So we got AI 900 in December. We're also repeating that in February. I will put in the AI 100 as well in February. I just need to work out some dates with another set of things I'm doing. So I just want to validate what dates they need before I put my dates out for mine. And the DP 900 again is repeated once more in February. Then we'll have the DA also in February. So we did that one week or 2 weeks back. I had a couple of students already taking the exam and they passed on their first go, so that's really good. And I think there's 3 or 4 of the other students were looking to put their exams, I think, in early 2021. So we'll wait to see what they have. But I'm doing that certification again. It's a 4-day course. It's all about Power BI. It's all about kind of learning how to use that product. But it's a role-based data analyst kind of specific type role. So we're telling you how to use Power BI on desktop and that, but also how to do some of the other kind of related tools and tasks you might do, as a data analyst. We've got other certifications that will be kind of adding in. So the DP 300 will be added in probably March, based on kind of the dates I've looked at one on there. So probably the first one in March. But then we'll kind of probably have 2 or 3 a month, fundamental plus 1 or 2 courses that are the 2 or 3 day courses every month for the kind of duration of 2021. So you're going to have a ton of courses to attend if you want to go and buy the big ticket. Now you can go always buy the individual tickets kind of for individual courses. That's always going to be there. If you have a budget and you want to spend that budget very wisely, we're going to recommend that you might kind of spend that money on these courses. So we're Microsoft certified trainers. We're a gold data analytics partner here. So we kind of do this consulting. I've got over 20 years experience of kind of working as a consultant and trainer. We've got other people that come and join and do some of these deliveries as well. And they're very similar to myself in their expertise. We take you from what you need to know to pass the certification, but also we give you a world of real world experience. And that's kind of one of the things I have had feedback from is you're not just kind of a trainer, you're a trainer with relative knowledge. And that's, I think, one of the key areas that we can kind of really sign on. So we've got a bunch of training courses. We've got a bunch of videos. I will be doing some YouTube videos and taking myself through building more content around that. I realize I haven't had as much time recently to do that. You put all these plans in, sometimes they don't always come to the same time frames that you find that might be, but hopefully we will definitely be delivering more videos over the next few weeks. That I think pretty much is. I just wanted to kind of introduce you to the next course is the 9th of November, so the next Monday. And I think then the next one is the 23rd. Let me just go back and check. 23rd to the 25th of, let's go wrap that back. So 23rd to the 25th of November is the 200, which is the data engineer. This is the implementing side of the equation. And then there's the 201. I did say actually we're going to go and take you to the certification. So let me go and bring this up. So Microsoft Learn. So this is always a good place to go and kind of bookmark if you haven't been there before. Go to Microsoft Learn, has some awesome certification and other materials. Click on the certification tab. We're going to explore that. And here you see we've got, kind of move myself out the way just a little bit there. It's going to disappear off screen for a second. So you can see kind of all 9 of those. But if you go to the certification dashboard or look down, you can see all the different certifications here. I'm going to go and look at the role-based certifications. And here we're going to, for example, look at SQL Server. And we can see that we have the Certified Azure Database Administration. We have fundamentals. So there's lots of different exams. I'm going to look at this DP 300 one. And you can see that there's information about the skills being measured, the instructor-led courses, and this is what we're doing. We're pushing these courses. So we will go and deliver this course with all the modules that's in that course. Any of the prerequisites also is going to be made available ahead of time. So the Azure Fundamentals and Data Fundamentals, we will run those 2 courses before we're going to run the DP 300. So that's why I'm not putting the DP 300 schedule out yet, because I need to get the Azure Fundamentals into my roster first in order to get the Data Fundamentals and the Azure Fundamentals deliveries out the door first, and then you can kind of come in and do the DP 300 afterwards. So there's so much to kind of show you there. We will be doing a certification kind of video very soon, which we're going to put on the YouTube channel, which will kind of tell you how to approach these certifications, what type of questions you can expect, how to study for those, you know, some tips and tricks, etc. How do you kind of prepare yourself for taking this exam at home, because the testing centers are closed? What are the things that I can do to prepare myself, you know, to do a successful run of that? So that's all the stuff we kind of want to share with you. If you have questions, if you have, I'm just going to go and check to see if we have, one sec, get up there, my social. So I didn't put anything on the social so far. I think we're kind of streaming. That's going to, what's the full form of the DP900? Let me kind of just actually put that out. For some reason, it's not coming into my live stream on my social, so I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't press the button for that. Let me just turn it on. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that on, and I'm going to see if I can put that then into. So give me a second. There it is. So cool. I'm just going to put that up there and push that to the queue and come into here. And so what's the full form of DP900? So DP900, let me kind of show you what that is. DP900. This is the Microsoft Azure Data Fundamentals. It's the course that kind of measures your core concepts of data, how to work relational and non-relational databases. It shows you how to kind of get the full breakdown here of all the content. Going to look at the core data workloads, analytic workloads, how to do things like Power BI visualizations, how to do ETL, ELT loads. So we've got a lot of stuff we're going to cover in that. If you want all the details, this link, I'm just going to put that link into the window there. Let's go grab that 1 second. Okay, I need to get back to that window. There we go. Here we go. Oops. Apologies for that. So where did that go? Here we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I was trying to get to the right window very quickly. So if I now push that out to the stream, go there, and hopefully that's coming through. Is it coming through? There we go. So let me add that to the queue and send. And now we should see that on the stream as well. So let me go back there for a second. I think I might have to just pop that one back up again. Let me just do that. There we go. So the link for that, it's in the chat window. So you'll see this in the video once it's finished. But you can just go to the main website, which is Data+Train, or come into there and we'll have the links inside of the descriptions of this video, which will take you to those. It's the Azure Data Fundamentals. Here's all the course details. Here's all the modules that we cover inside of the details there. So all of that's going to be available. Let me put myself back on the screen there for a second. So we're going to show you all of that lovely information about what's in those modules. The price of this at the moment is £99. So if you're wanting to look to come in a 10-day course, feel free to do that. We'll look to see you next week if you're going to join us. And with that, if I just check any more questions, let me just check the social. Okay. My screens keep disappearing on me there for a sec. So which one is better? Let me kind of put that one up as well. So this is actually a question we get quite a lot as well. So we kind of throw that up there and explain it. So let me bring that back up. And oh, did I push that? Okay, let me try and push that again. Okay, I don't know why that's not really working for me today. Oh, here we are, send. Okay. And we'll try and get that one up. So which one is better? DP900, DP200, 201? Good question. They're different exams for different certifications. So the DP100 is the data scientist, kind of the associate level. The DP200, 201 is the data engineering certification ones. And I'll show you now inside of the certification track where you can find more information about that. So let me go back here and come down to, sorry, go down, I should say not going up, coming down to the certification poster. So this is the poster, and we're going to look at the left-hand side here. And in here, you'll see the role-based certifications for the Azure track. And in here, you'll see all the different certifications. So we've got the 200 and 201. We've got the, let me kind of make that a little bit bigger and just zoom in a bit on that. So 200 and 201 is the Azure Data Engineer. The DP100 is the Data Scientist. AI 100 is the AI Engineer Associate. We've got the DA 100, which is that Power BI Data Analyst Associate. The DP 300, which I'm just going to scroll up to a little bit so you can see it there. There we go. Is the new Azure Data Administrator Associate. And then we've got a couple of, go down to the bottom of the screen here. We've got the fundamentals, so the AI fundamentals, data fundamentals, and the Azure fundamentals. So they're all different certifications. I suggest if you're starting, start with the data one of the fundamentals like the data or the AI fundamental, and potentially look at the Azure one as well. But there's courses available for these on the Microsoft Learn self-paced, as well as attending like the instructor-led courses that we're running. A lot of people like the instructor-led because they can ask questions. They get a bit more probably of a insight into some of the mechanics of the different types of topics. A bit more in depth kind of, if you follow through a kind of self-paced, that's great, and it gives you the fundamental information, and it's lots of cool information in there. But often you might come across something you're not quite sure about, and you've got no one to press that question to. That's what the instructors are there for. They're to help to lead you through your learning experience. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in there. So let me just check if that question was answered. Okay, and I think that that was the only. Let me just go check. Yeah, that's the only other question we had. So thank you for your questions. Thank you for joining for this session. I will be back next week with some more videos and some more content, but hopefully maybe I'll see you on Monday for the DP900. Go to the site. I will put the links in below. We're called Data+Train, and we're going to be on doing some deliveries next week. And for that, I will say goodbye. See you soon. If you have more questions, put them in the chat window and I will respond for them. Otherwise, enjoy your evening, enjoy your day, enjoy your morning, and good luck to all of those in the US who are going through this voting process for who's going to be president for the next 4 years. Good luck with that. Bye for now.